Blessings, welcome to Creating Simple. My name is Yasmin, aka Sunfire. It's like 4 a.m. where I'm at, and I can't sleep. Dog's barking. There's a dog at my door. What the hell? Anyway, I couldn't sleep because I had an experience the other night. You know, I went out. I'm not gonna give all details to this story because I love it ain't your business. But I went out to this bar. I was actually invited out to this bar by a married couple, you know. And they seemed to be married. They said they was married. But there's a feeling that I can't shake, you know. I go to this bar, and when we walk in, the individual's like 3, 4, 5 people in the bar. It's late night. It's not that full. It's like certain people in this bar. And all I know is you know how you pick up on the energy on the room when you walk in a space? And if it feel right or if it don't feel right, this energy didn't feel right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I didn't like the energy as I walked in. No smiles, all mugs and nervous looking, you know? All of them looked nervous. And I looked like I was the target. It was like, okay, that's what's on the menu. It's like I walked into a hunger ass bar. I laugh about this shit, but you know, it's really deep. It goes deep. I laugh to keep from crying because sometimes we get caught up in situations that are not good for us, and we have to be very careful and use our discernment. And that night, I was definitely having to use my discernment, you know, because I go in. The husband is like, "What y'all want to drink?" And the wife kept hollering, "Cosmikaze, Cosmikaze, Cosmikaze." Okay. Have you ever had one? No, it tastes like a lemon drop. Okay, cool. Get one. He goes and get the drinks. He comes back with all 3 of the cups in his hand, one hand. So I go for the cup on the opposite side that's on her side. She pushes my hand to the cup nearest me and takes the cup that's on her side. So I knew some shit was in the game at that moment, you know. I drank the drink. I sipped the drink, you know. I don't know what a cosmic whatever however you say it. I don't know what they taste like because I've never tasted one before, so that's why I tried it. Um, she she said something, and no, she turned around as she seen me sipping on it. It was supposed to have been a shot. A shot. It was about that much alcohol in the cup. So I sip it and taste it. It was okay. And then she hollered, "Chug it, chug it, chug it." And I looked at her and said, "What?" She said, "Chug it." And I was like, "Why you want me to chug this damn drink?" Okay. So I play along. I chug the drink. And everything in me is saying this shit is off. So I'm like, okay, let's see how this goes. At the instant I drank that drink, when I stood up, it's like my whole world started spinning. I was so fucking hammered off one little bitty shot. Now, mind y'all, I used to be an alcoholic. I used to drink, you know? That little shot shouldn't have done shit to me. Got me high, maybe. But to have me where I was like I had drunk damn near a fifth, no. So, you know, I go to the restroom and instantly I'm, it's like I had been drinking beer. Whatever it was flushing out of me. Flushing. That was nothing but spirit, though. That was spirit flushing this drug out of me. So I'm sitting here and I go back out and they're sitting at the bar this time. And then he was like, "What do you want to drink?" I said, "Just get me a beer." So I got a beer. Um, but I didn't see this beer get served because actually he had asked me before I went to the bathroom what did I want to drink. There you go. That's right. He asked me right before I went to the restroom, did I want anything else to drink? I said I'll take a beer when I come back out. And when I come out, the beer was already prepared. And I'm like, why you didn't just wait till I come back out, you know? So anyway, I'm hella tipsy off one drink. So I drank this beer, you know? And the whole time, the husband is like nervous as shit. He's nervous, and he's kind of like explaining shit to me on the slick, you know? He started explaining about how his wife liked girls and all that, and I'm like, that's good for her, you know? I don't do that, you know? He was like, yeah, I don't this and I don't that, and I'm like, that's cool. We really don't like people. And I'm like, well, why you like me, you know? I don't know, you just got good vibes. I was like, okay, well, let's vibe then, you know? So, it's like, if you look at these two, they a shit show. He's internally fucked up on the inside, where they sick from something, you know, and she's walking around with a broke foot. So, you know, I'm just like, yeah, y'all too sketchy, you know? So I'm gonna play along, you know? I'm gonna ride this out, observe the scene, see what's going on, and I'm just gonna enjoy myself. So I did. But the more I started to enjoy myself, the more I started feeling the need to fall asleep. And I'm like, what the fuck? So at that moment, that's when it hit me. Yep, you definitely got roofied. Somebody slipped a date rape drug in my drink. Uh, well, one of them two did. Either them or the bartender. I don't know. I think this whole bar was in cahoots. Because like I said, it was only like 5 or 6. Once we got there, it was like 4 people in there. And then when we there was 1, 2, 3. That was 4. Then there was 6 people. 2 of them got up and left and never came back. When we came in, there was 6 people in the building. 2 got up and left and never came back. The other 4 stayed. And those are the key players. So, plus the 2 that was with me. I didn't really know these people. We had a long conversation, talking, you know, just talking about life in general. So the husband said, let's go get drinks. And I was like, cool, you know. What's wrong with going, sit down and talk and have drinks? You know, nothing's wrong with that, right? At least you think. So, you know, I go and I have these drinks. But the woman kept hitting on me, and I'm like, nah, I'm good, you know. And I was more so interested in the bartender. I'm gonna put it like that, just to keep it real. I was checking the bartender out, you know. He was more my speed than anything in the bar. So I'm looking, and I'm conversating with the bartender, and we're playing music and stuff. They let us pick out our music we wanted to play. So cool. Everybody picking out their music, they playing it. So when I started feeling this sensation of wanting to go to sleep, he came over and woke me up. You see, I think he knew what was going down. But after conversating with me, I feel like a guilty conscience hit his ass. You see what I'm saying? I feel like he felt guilty because he knew what was going on. So he started trying to keep me woke, coming over talking to me. And I sat there and I put my head down for a second. And I said, yeah, something ain't right. So I downed the rest of my drink, and then I told the barkeep, I say, put water in that cup. And he instantly did it, no hesitation. He put water in the cup, and he was looking like, damn, she knows. You know, she knows. And when he gave me the cup, he touched my hand. And when he touched my hand, I'm looking at him, he looks at me, and he gave me this side look like, so what you know about them? And I'm like, not shit. I'm just drinking, postman drinks and chill talk, getting to know people, but, Anyway, as the night go on, I downed about 10 cups of water. I flushed completely out whatever they had put in my system. And we talked more, and they kept trying to get me to move to different places, off to the corners. I stayed to the bar. I was like, nah, I'm good right here where I'm at. So some said, take pictures of these smugs. So I pulled my phone out, and I noticed they got nervous. What you doing? Oh, nothing, I'm just checking my YouTube channel. Oh, you got a YouTube channel? They really started sweating bullets. I was like, yeah. They started sweating bullets then, because they was like, oh, shit. We didn't know she was popular. And I ain't really that fucking popular. The thing is, I just got a platform to blast y'all ass. Not to be a snitch, but if you're doing this to folks, you need to be called out. You see what I'm saying? I stand on the truth. The motherfucker don't like it, fuck you. That's how I put it. I'm not here to please you or your judgments. But I know that a lot of us that go through these spiritual walks go through a lot of things to teach us certain lessons. And we're supposed to take those lessons and use them to teach. So here's a lesson. This person, she kept getting nervous every time she see me with my phone in my hand. I read the scene. The scene wasn't right. The other three that was in there, they left out. The bartender kept leaving and going out in the back door. There was two big guys out there that wasn't on the scene. Two big old guys, big enough to carry my big ass. Because them other ones looking like, man, we can't carry her big ass. I told you I got sized up when I walked in the building. They looking at me like, no, that meal's too big for us, boss. So there's two guys in the back of the bar in the alley. I seen them when he went out the door. There's two big white guys, two of them with beards. But they was big guys. And they come sit at the corner of the bar. And one come sit on the other end where nearest to me. So I have my phone in my hand. I keep my phone in my hand. And I started snapping pictures of these folks. They didn't know I was snapping pictures. I made like I was taking pictures of myself, but I was really taking pictures of the people in the bar. Especially the two that brought me there. Anyway. I'm there. And then finally, the biggest guy, he leaves. He goes on to the other side where the other big guy is. And they all move over together. I stayed over there on my own, peeping the scene. There was one little lady. She ain't saying shit. She just watching me, mugging me. So I asked the barkeeper, I said, is that your old lady? He said, nah, why you ask that? I said, oh, because I thought she was getting pissy because I'm over here flirting with you. So he's like, nah. She was nervous, see? She was like, are we gonna be able to get this bitch? She should have been down by now. Normally, whoever up in there, they done should have been down. And see, I'm gonna pull cards on this shit to see if it match up, if spirit confirm what I'm telling y'all. But this is what I know, what I experienced. And I'm only pulling cards to confirm it. But the bartender, I think he knew. Then he started feeding me free drinks. You know, I paid for my own. Once I realized them drinks was faulty, I said, you know what? Give me a blue motherfucker. I ordered that drink on purpose, letting them know they all was some motherfuckers because they got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's like everything I did was strategically, even though I was actually in danger. But Spirit wasn't going to let me be, because guess what? If I can upload these pictures on the channel, I will. There's a photo where I took of myself, and there's my drink, right? And I'm sitting here with my drink in front of me, and I'm holding the camera like this, so the drink is in the view of me. There's a shadow, a light figure doing this to my drink, showing me that my drink had been spiked. That's what I took from that. That was Spirit letting me know, baby, you ain't safe. They putting shit in your drink. So there's nothing there. There's just me and the pictures on the background and my cup. But this imaginary cup is in the picture. So, you know, I made light of the situation. I posted them on Facebook and said that we had a blast. But there's a backstory behind that, you see. The backstory is these folks are drugging people. Because, see, she made the mistake of opening up her phone and going through her photos to show me a video of her husband dancing. And I saw millions of videos of other women in fucked up positions. She didn't think I saw her phone. The phone was not nice. There was videos of them taking advantage of women, having sex with them, roofing them, and taking them back. Because they kept on trying to insist that, oh, you're too drunk. This was, I wasn't in where I live. I had got called out on a ride. And it's like it was set all the way up because the ride where I had to take them to, it was no place there. The place did not exist. But we had a long ride. So we was talking the whole ride, and, you know, the vibe was cool. And I was getting ready to clock. They was my last ride for the night. So I clock out, and that's when they invited me to go have drinks. What you been doing? Nothing, go home, go sleep. You want to have some drinks? Keep talking. Sure. You know, cool. Bar right around the corner. Cool. All right, let's go. You know, I'm not that. I'm not bad. I'm not nothing wrong with 1 or 2 drinks. Okay, cool. You know, lesson learned. Mm-hmm. But there was a reason in all that. See, things don't happen for no reason. There's no such thing as coincidence. See, that was a setup. A setup for me to out these folks. Because they outed themselves. They tried to give a divine being a date rape drug. And, you know, instant karma was kicking in on their asses. I almost had to rush one to the hospital. I didn't do anything to them. But there was photos in this phone, videos of different women with this woman and her husband. And that's what I knew. Yeah, you're in danger. So, anyway, this gonna be a 2-part video because I'm still explaining what my experience. Because I'm gonna pull cards on it just to see if spirit confirms what I felt, what I experienced. But the barkeep, when I played a certain song, when I finally got my chance to play my song, it was a message in that, letting them know that I was ordained and they fucking with the right one. Yeah. And he looked at me and he walked away, and I think that's when he called it off. He went back out to the big guys and was like, nah. I heard him because I got up and went to the bathroom. They didn't know I came back there. I heard him talk to him, nah, this ain't gonna work. She ain't going. I heard that. I was drunk. But when I got home that night, all I could do was replay that night in my head. The conversations was coming back to me. And I was like, okay, maybe, because at first I thought it was just a couple. But I'm feeling like this was a whole group of people set up. And it's crazy because remember I said I had a dream? I did a video about me having a dream of a divine feminine being attacked and carried out by two guys coming to get her. You see? Like I said, it could have been metaphorically. Whether it's just about my life experiences or this could be happening to some of y'all out there. And it's happening to me to survive it, to come back and put it out here so y'all could be careful. You know, just because I'm experiencing this don't mean nobody else might not. Somebody else could be going through the exact same thing on different timelines. Okay? So just, it's not coming to me for no reason. I'm not experiencing these things for no reason. So I'm taking what I experienced and I'm putting it back out here to help teach, to help guide. Okay? But anyway, I flushed my system out. And they kept trying to pump me back up. When they seen I sobered up and it wasn't working, then they started feeding me free drinks. I started watching that. I was like, okay, yeah, y'all with the shit. Then they even played a trick on my water. They switched my water up. Think I didn't notice. I was like, okay. I said, can I get a new water? So he gave me another water. I stuck to water for the rest of the night because I seen through what they was doing. You know? And I got a picture of him, the wife, and the husband arguing because they was like, this shit is not going to work. She's not going down, you know? They was getting angry because I was not passing the fuck out. You see what I'm saying? I was not passing out. That's because I caught wind of what was going on. I felt the energy of the room. The energy of the room was off from the get-go. So anytime the shit like that with me, when the energy is off from the get-go, from Jump Street, I'm already on instant alert. I'm already looking for some fuck shit. Not that I'm trying to create that into my existence, but the red flag was set up. You know? When I walked into that bar, the red flag went up. So, after living years of ignoring red flags, I said, no, we're not going to ignore these flags. You know what's going on. Play it out. You know, when I went to the bathroom, I asked Spirit, am I safe? It's like, no, but you're going to make it out of here. Okay, cool. So, you know, I listened to that. I trusted my own guidance and what I heard. I had to play it smart. So I played it smart because I believe if I let them know that I was on to what they was doing, it wouldn't have went well for me. You know, so I played along. I even gave the two a ride back to their place because they was too fucked up. They was hammered. And I gave them a ride back to their place and they insisted, come on in, come in. No, I'm good. You know, the whole time I got, you know, doing what I do, I have to protect myself. So I don't move empty-handed. You feel me? So I'm not no fool. Yeah, I know Spirit protects me, but I have to protect myself here on this physical. So I don't walk empty-handed. And I was prepared. Now you're in my domain. You're in my territory. I don't know where we're not where I live, but you in a control. I'm more in a more controlled situation now. I'm behind the wheel of my car, and I'm here where my protection's at. So, you know, I'm like, no, you're good. Y'all go ahead. Make sure he get in there. Put him to bed. You know, y'all had a great time. Go ahead. You sure you should be drinking? Oh yeah. Are you sure you should be driving? Oh no, I'm fine. Remember I was drinking water? Oh yeah, that's right. I said, yeah, 'cause I knew I had to drive home. Yeah, so I flushed and drank water to come down, you know. And I drove my ass home. But after I got rid of those folks and got to the back to my location, um, it hit me hard. Whatever they was dosing me with, it hit me out, completely passed out. I finally gave in to it. And I slept like a rock. So they could have done anything to me, took me anywhere, whatever. The name of this bar is called The Pond. This video is going to cut off, but I'm going to keep talking. The name of this bar is called The Pond. Yeah. And I don't know how many people have experienced this. So I'm going to see if those two was just key players or were all of them involved. All right, here we go. Guardian angels, ancestors, and spirit guides of the